Welcome to another Iron Fork Up Friday. I'm Dan. I'm joined by Oracle. Rob's on here. And all around us, surrounding each one of our bodies, we have America.
My body is ready.
America all around us.
America.
When you eat a hot dog this 4th of July, you're eating America.
You know how they made Captain America? They injected him with pure, unadulterated freedom.
I thought it might have been eagle's blood in there too.
America.
America.
This is
America.
The America Fork of Friday.
I'd say on any other day it's America, but today it's Merca.
Oh, today? No, this is how I explained it. So we take that first day because we're in way too much of a hurry to get to that first day. We slap it on the back with the rest of the "k" and just go straight to the "mer" at the very first part for America. There's a way to America. We are, of course, getting ready for the Iron Fork of Friday. Looks like they're going to be opening up the lobby to people very shortly. As soon as we see that they have done so, we will give you the password as well. According to Balana and a few other cakes, apparently Kirk, who is back home from his trip, is having to do a reinstall. He hasn't been around for about a month. So we'll get him in here as soon as he finishes reinstalling Guns of Icarus.
And
kind of a pain, but...
And just because I'm bad with timing...
Heck yeah! Wow. It just got really America in here.
Extremely America.
I'm just feeling, unfortunately, I'm either feeling the America or I'm feeling the cold/sinus infection that's starting to overtake my throat.
I'm feeling my balls.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
That escalated
Tell
quickly.
me more.
No!
Because I'm free to do so.
Freedom. In America. Again, I'm waiting for the, for Jacob to pop out the password in the global chat, because at that point we can give it out as well, and we can move on from there.
I think that would be a good stipulation, but don't you think having everyone take Pentabanshee Junker?
I'm sorry, what did you say? You're clearly not speaking the same language that I am.
Hey guys, possible stipulation? All Pentabanshee Junkers. The name of America. McCrabberdathy's like, Iron Fork of Freedom. I like it.
I'm updating the title card to say that right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, you guys have been playing PlanetSide. I got back into PlanetSide again.
Notes.
I've been playing it again. My KD has been obscenely good. Especially running with my brother, because he's a beast.
What have you been doing?
Playing like that. So what the two things I've started most are my Max and my Mag Rider. I have a maxed out Mag Rider.
Oh no! You shut the fuck up and leave.
Mag Rider.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of loyalty. Not liberty, but loyalty. The password's about to go out. Password's about to go out for the Iron Fork of Friday, folks. The password is pumpernickel, as in the bread.
I'll type it.
Thank you.
Except no capital.
Yeah, no capital. Schwerbelastung is also here. Got lots of folks in chat.
Good golly, that
ready
filled
to
up
help,
fast.
ready to help support the Iron Fork of freedom. Freedom in America.
What do we got? I still want the Penta Banshee Junkers. Pew, 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 pew,
Oh,
pew,
Robert, that is so meritastic.
What?
Whoa, we just got America all over the place.
Are you taking a look at the
All
replay
over.
stream there, Oracle?
Yeah,
All over
yeah,
our face and all over our chest
It's
and in our
just
hair.
we are just slathering America and freedom everywhere. Oh, it feels so America in here.
I like that you use or I guess that's not quite it. I don't know. The look of it reminded me of BioShock Infinite because of the whole scene.
Yep.
We're not going to talk
I'm
about
just
that.
like,
Not going to talk about
um,
that. Nope, not going to talk about that.
we're not
Is
going to
that-
talk about politics in here.
Nope, because it's too funny. Too funny, too hilarious.
Fine,
Someone
I'll
might
talk
be
about it.
unhappy.
I'll talk about it.
No,
Fox News. Fox
no,
News.
no, nope.
Yes.
Okay, go
They-
ahead. Fine.
Yeah,
fine.
they reappropriated. Fox News reappropriated the BioShock Infinite logo. For what? Like, I don't even
America.
remember.
For their Defending the Homeland
Yeah, that's
program.
right. Defending the homeland. Oh my god, the irony. Apparently, like they were just completely unaware, and the director, like the person who I forget his name really bad. I should remember his name because like Mikio, like my roommate and I say it a bunch. But apparently he said he's not going to sue. He just wonders if they notice the irony. Probably not.
Oh, you mean the guy from Irrational that made the
Yeah.
game? Okay. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about like the director that works on the show.
No.
That's-
No. He would have said something if he knew, but everyone at Fox News knows that video games incite violence. And that's all they're good for. Obviously. How is Halia Farron still only a level 4 pilot?
I don't know. I'm confused by this.
He's showing it.
Wow.
Gotta show it. This is on Forbes.com.
Defending the homeland.
It suddenly feels like the Colbert Report.
Yeah, no freaking kidding. Who does that?
Today just tastes like freedom.
God,
This is the one day that I get to make total shit out of it, and I don't care where I am while I'm doing it. We are, however, getting ready for the first game of the Iron Fork of Friday. It's going to be on Northern Fjords. A lot of the cake folks over on the red side of things, but we do have some cakes over on the blue side, including Nishi's Mustache Fox. We have, who else? Spudnik. We also have Fluffy Hetcha. Sorry, I never pronounced
Hetcha.
that right. We have Orangey from Iris, as well as Hershey. Then just tons and tons of cakes over on the other side of things.
Neato.
Mm. Tastes
So much-
like freedom.
Cake tastes like freedom.
Cake tastes
Ah.
like freedom.
Now, see, I don't know what you guys are going to be doing tonight, but tonight, my family has a tradition. Like, we don't need to buy expensive fireworks because in Oregon, it's actually hard to get your hands on the
Mhm.
fireworks that go up real high because they're illegal here. And so what we decided was instead of going to all the trouble of like smuggling them in from Washington,
Oh, here we go.
we just kind of we sit down out in our front yard and watch everyone else light off their massive fireworks because like seriously, there is like thousands of dollars of fireworks going
Oh
off
my God.
like all around us.
Flamethrowers are
Okay,
legal
so
in Michigan.
That's amazing.
We're gonna get to it. Northern Fjords is the first map. It's very open, known for going into sniping matches. You do have sun cover like the archway and Candy Mountain that you can work with, but overall generally devolves into just a base sniping match. We'll get the loadouts here as soon as our cameraman gets loaded in. There we go. VSS Mummy is the first one up, piloted by Acronymus. That is a Banshee Carronade Pyramiding, interesting build, with a Banshee and Flamer support. I do believe Trifecta is very easy with that build. We also have, which ship is that? The VSS Alexandria, piloted by Halia Farron. It's Galleon. On the right-hand side, Hwacha Carronade. Left-hand side is Hwacha Carronade as well. Double mortar setup. We've seen Halia take this plenty of times before. We also have the Queen's Oven, piloted by Melon McCramanathe. On the left-hand side, double Merc with front flamer and right-hand side Banshee Carronade. Go ahead, Oracle.
For the blue team, we have the Kolossjaeger, a Junker being piloted by Orangey. On the port side, we got a Hades and Artemis. The Mercury on the front, so no Trifecta on this one, with a Gatling Carronade, interestingly enough, on the starboard. Let's see if I can press the right button. There we go. Aboard the Zarathustra. I do this every time. The Zarathustra, a Spire being piloted by Nietzsche's Mustache. We have a Lumberjack on the front with the Hades to complement. Artemis on the starboard side, mine launcher on the port just in case. And aboard the Darwin's Absence, a Goldfish being piloted by Fox. We have a Hwacha on the front, being done by Fluffy Hetcha. Flamer on the port side, Carronade on the starboard for a little bit of defense.
Oh, Queen's Oven just got obliterated by the Darwin's Absence. A sneak attack flank coming in from the Goldfish. Queen's Oven is heavily debilitated. Flamer going out all over the place, but Darwin's Absence not sitting around, not waiting for them to get the guns back up. They are moving in while the getting is good. They are most likely, they are going for the Alexandria. Good choice in targets.
Yeah, I like what they're doing. They just kind of disable one ship, then head on over to the larger fight, saving their Spire. I think that's the real inspiration for this move. Because Zarathustra not doing so great, though the Mummy getting the worst end of this deal. The Kolossjaeger, let's see, what has it got on it again? It's got that, yeah, Hades Artemis, not too bad. Mummy goes down, getting a little bit too aggressive. Yay! Oh my god, they added fireworks.
It's America here
I didn't realize they were doing that. Oh, that makes me so happy.
It's America. For America.
Exactly.
Darwin's Absence getting flamed up just a bit. They have a couple fires they need to deal with. Balloon is out too. Alexandria, though, in quite a bit of pain. Queen's Oven is doing whatever they can to come in. Hit markers going out all over the Darwin's Absence. They have a lot of fires they have to get under control before they get back in the air successfully. Almost every component is on fire. Right.
Alexandria losing its balloon to that Lumberjack and the Zarathustra. It's going to bottom out really, really soon unless it starts moving forward. Main engine down. No, it's not. It's still up, but it's taking hull damage. It's going to start bouncing. There we go. Now,
Brutal.
This ain't looking too good for the gosh darn it, the Alexandria. Going to start bouncing along.
Those Lumberjack shots are starting to miss for some reason. They're just not shooting them low enough. There they are. That's better targeting. Alexandria. Hull is still going to be exposed here. Lumberjack shots missing just a bit. Oh, but that
Alexandria, they're bumping. Zarathustra following them down, and they absolutely can keep the arc because of the great vertical arcs on the Hades and the Lumberjack. They tap one more time. There they go. Alexandria goes down.
Freedom!
For freedom. Queen's Oven and Kolossjaeger right now going at it. Gatling goes out from the Kolossjaeger. Not sure what they're aiming at. They're aiming at their ally, oddly enough. And they're going to pay for it. Whoa! Queen's Oven getting rammed out of the way. Darwin's Absence and Kolossjaeger backing up. Zarathustra locking down the Mummy. Mummy not going to be able to do much right now. Alexandria spawns a very, very long ways away. Now it's going to be a 3v2 for a long time.
One thing I'm really liking right now, and we don't use this word nearly enough, in my opinion, but the synergy between these three blue ships. The Kolossjaeger and Zarathustra, good lord, that's hard to say.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, there goes
America. Maritastic. The synergy between these three blue ships is fantastic right now. Zarathustra sitting back and using those long-range guns to do some immense amount of support. The Kolossjaeger Orangey, expert pilot at that, handling it very well. A mobile weapons platform just slowly trawling all over the place. And Darwin's Absence being a very fast attack ship. All three combining to do an immense amount of damage very quickly, controlling the red team in a way that we honestly don't see sometimes, even in the mainstay competitive matches.
Ooh, Darwin's Absence gets a nice ram on the Queen's Oven. Doesn't quite sandwich them, though. Oh, that did. So close. Oh, God. They survive, only barely.
Barely. They've lost their balloon again, though. They need to get it back up before they tap.
They'll be okay if they tap. They're fine. Darwin's Absence, though, very overextended right now. He's met up with the Mummy and the Alexandria. I was saying, you know, the Alexandria wasn't going to be a big deal for a while, but Darwin's Absence, and they moved forward. Zarathustra, Colossus Jaeger coming in for support, though.
Mummy looks like they're going to try and... Oh, no, it looks like they were trying to Goomba Stomp the Darwin's Absence, but it looks like they don't quite feel comfortable doing that, getting down in that valley. And they have the Colossus Jaeger and Zarathustra to try and deal with. Queen's Oven just getting a little bit of pressure on Darwin's Absence. They're going to be disabled here for quite a bit. Armor going down. Hull taking some pretty major chip damage, all things considered. They're very low on hull. They're grounding out. They can't move. They're gone. America.
I love those little
It's fireworks. Just, it fills me with freedom. Or sludge. I'm not too sure.
Sludge?
I don't know. This sinus thing is starting to get to me.
Oh.
I don't know.
It
could be freedom and America I'm filling with, but I think it's honestly just sinus.
Oh. That's disappointing that you could get those two confused. Because
they kind of feel the same.
Because congestion of the justice system is not in our code. Everyone has the right to a fair and quick trial.
Zarathustra taking a lot of damage very quickly. It's got Queen's Oven and Mummy pinning it in, but Queen's Oven in a very bad position. They just lose their armor. Hull is very low. A quick lumberjack shot probably would have finished him off, but it didn't come in. Zarathustra is way too pinned. Mummy's going in, gets the freedom kill. That was gorgeous. Let's watch that on replay because that was perfect. Watch that Mummy coming on in. Watch a shot flying in. Mummy's like, I'm doing this. America everywhere. Oh, phenomenal. It's amazing.
Phenomenal. Queen's Oven right now firing in on the Darwin's Absence, trying to disable that front gun. Are they going to be able to get it? Not quite. Darwin's Absence backing up. Right now, I think that blue team just kind of wants to reset this engagement. It's 3-2. Still anyone's game. Zarathustra set up way off to the northwest. Darwin's Absence made the mistake once. Not going to do it again. Right now, they're just trying to disable the Mummy. Colossus Jaeger in a fair bit of trouble.
Yeah, Colossus Jaeger is way overextended considering what they've been doing so far in this fight. They are the mobile weapons platform. They've been moving around just a bit, but they're not meant to be right up there on the front lines. They're supposed to be supporting the Darwin's Absence and being supported by the Zarathustra. It's not in a good position right now to do that. It's taking a lot of damage very quickly.
Ooh, Lumberjack comes out and hits its ally, actually. Colossus Jaeger eating a fair bit of damage. No, not really. Not eating too much hull. If it bounces, it'll hurt. But
they barely bounce.
Armor's back up. Armor's back up. Alexandria loading Hwacha and doesn't do a whole
They take out two guns, but that's not all that much.
There we go. Zarathustra disabling the Alexandria. That galleon is going to be out of this fight for a very, very long time. Now the Darwin's Absence trying to capitalize on it, moving in on the Mummy. Balloon is still up, though. The Darwin's is. The Mummy has a chance here, turning portside guns. What can they do with those portside guns? What do they have? Banshee Flamer? I don't think that's really going to be enough.
Queen's Oven is trying to chase the Colossus Jaeger as best it can, but they're going to bounce once or twice. The lumberjack fire from the Zarathustra so far today has been on point. Who is that firing that?
I think that's Sputnik.
That's Sputnik. You are correct. Nishi's mustache and Sputnik working together on that spire to make things happen, and they are certainly making things happen. Meanwhile, Colossus Jaeger is putting some serious pressure on the Alexandria. Armor goes down. Do they have a mortar to work with on the Colossus Jaeger there?
No, I'm pretty sure they don't. I think it's a carrot.
Oh, it's a carronade. Yeah, it's a Gat
Yeah.
carronade on that side. So they can take down the Alexandria with attrition damage, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take a little bit. Meanwhile, the mummy is getting eaten alive. What is doing that? That's the Darwin's absence with that Hwacha doing some very serious damage with it.
Yeah, the mummy. What does it have? It has the carronade banshee.
Mhm.
I disagree with that, just kind of on principle, because you don't have anything to strip the armor, and so the hull is just gonna stay locked down. I think that the mummy is supposed to be like a disable and then kill ship, but there's not enough disable.
Yeah.
Alexandria, not looking great. I think that the blue team has finally decided to move in and finish it off.
Mummy is hurting really bad. Darwin's absence looks like they're going in for a little bit of a bump.
There
They're going to
it
crush him
is.
against the wall. We're going to see it. Oh, it's going to be Maritas. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
No, they didn't die. Oh, one other died.
They
I'm
did.
sorry, I missed that. The Alexandria went down.
Yes. Yes, it did. Queen's Oven. Moving in on the Colossus Jaeger.
Oh, there we
popping that
go.
balloon. Bought the Zarathustra with the Lumberjack. Can it get it? There it is. Bam. Balloon down on the Queen's Oven. Colossus Jaeger suddenly in control of this engagement. If it can get its armor back up. If it can survive this. Yeah, just barely. Just barely. Balloon's back up. Engines are either destroyed or on fire.
But the question is, what does the Queen's Oven do next? What can it do?
Well, nothing. I mean, the fact that the Colossus Jaeger survived that with nothing,
Mhm.
that's a whole lot of nothing it's standing on. It can't do much. The Zarathustra coming in here, Queen's Oven locked down. It's basically just waiting for death.
It looks like they're on the way out. They're hauling you know what. And they're moving at a pretty good clip. They haven't been disabled at all yet. All weapons are online. They have all their engines. They're going to try and tar out the Darwin's absence. That's really impressive flying there, but it wasn't enough. Darwin's absence comes and freedoms them from behind.
In the end, the fireworks is way too much. Mummy coming in from the side, but it's coming in alone. Alexandria, little ways off. Not going to be able to provide a whole bunch of... Also, hold on a minute. We play America, fuck yeah. And then you say it's hauling you know what?
I like to just change it up every so often. Plus, it's not me that's playing it, it's Rob.
Well, this
Rob's a filthy old man. We know this.
Fuck yeah!
Fluffy Hedge with the Hwacha coming in from the Darwin's absence. Mummy not in the best position in the world. Darwin's absence, a lot of very good pressure. Mummy is reversing as fast as it can, but bumps are happening. Burst ammo was loaded into that Hwacha. A lot of that clip hit. Mummy not in a good position right now.
Yeah, neither is the Alexandria. It's going to start tapping on the mountainside pretty soon here if it doesn't move. It has the engines. It just ain't moving a whole lot. It's going to start bouncing. No, looks like it's just barely going to be able to keep from tapping, but it's taking a fair bit of hull damage.
So one thing I'm noticing right now about what we're seeing from the Queen's Oven is that the Mercfire has been active, but it seems like they're having a tough time locking down their targeting. They just can't get accurate targets with it seems, with how fast some of these ships are moving. And that's a pretty major problem.
Yeah, you know what else is a major problem? Losing. Blue team picking up the victory. Pretty solid.
That's gonna be 7-2. Good job, blue team. We're gonna move on to game number 2. We'll see which maps we have to choose from. Happy birthday, America! Happy birthday, America!
Happy birthday. Merry birthday.
Because it's America's birthday.
Happy birthday, Merca.
America.
I'm looking
This
forward
is
to it.
This is the Iron Forker Friday. You're listening to the America version of it this July 4th, 2014. Let's see what our random fact of the day is for today. Because I haven't been keeping up with these. Let's tear like 2 off. There we go. All right. In 1976, The Clash played their first live gig.
Oh,
Hmm.
just a band. Ooh, next map gonna be Water Hazard. Brawl, brawl,
Water-
brawl, brawl, brawl.
Yeah, this always devolves into a brawl-tastic scenario. Let's get Kirkster in here. I saw Kirk starting to play. Kirk, where the hell are you? He must be out enjoying his freedom.
Mm-hmm. I suppose. Just need one more. We actually have an open slot.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we
never
don't.
mind. Nope.
No.
I filled up pretty quick.
Dan-
Oh, now we do.
Daniel,
No. Yes.
do you know what else happened this day in history in 2012?
Stuff.
European Organization of Nuclear Research, also known as CERN, announced the discovery of a new particle with properties consistent with the Higgs boson.
Higgs boson.
Ooh, baby. You know what else happened this day in history?
Uh-oh.
America was born.
America.
I don't know.
I keep trying to get Kirk in when a slot opens up, and it's just not happening. Because this is such a popular event, and it keeps filling so quickly.
That's what she said?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Ooh!
I like the delayed reaction there from you, Oracle.
That escalated quickly.
Escalated very slowly, actually.
Oh, slightly off topic. Ego Raptor has a new sequelitis out.
Yeah, I saw
What?
that. I
Are
actually,
you kidding me?
I disagree with him on a couple of points.
What's it about?
But-
What's it about?
It's about the Legend of Zelda and the way that the sequels felt less like adventure games and more like guided tour.
Huh.
I think I don't know. I disagreed with him on one or 2 points.
Which were?
It actually was one of his main
No,
points.
no spoilers. I haven't watched it yet. I'm sorry.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
It's 32 minutes long, just so you know.
Well, I know what I'm doing with my evening.
Wait, I just like the little animated reaction he has to Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. This is gonna be the best game ever.
Best game ever.
Who knows? It'll probably be great.
Okay. While that happens, and while we get set up for game number 2 here, going over my notes, because I got like a book load of notes at this point for the Hephaestus Challenge tomorrow. Loading up my schedule. My skizzy schedule. If I can find it. There we go. Tomorrow, Saturday.
Mm.
We start off Ryder versus Clamor. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a very big one. Then we have Glowwater Thralls versus DPA. I have my money on the Thralls on that one. I think Thralls just have a more refined system than DPA does. And then we have Mad Hatters versus Overwatch, which should be an interesting one. Oracle, you're still a member of Gens. You still participate in some events with them. How do you think Mad Hatters will be able to handle Overwatch?
I think they're going to get handled, unfortunately. Like, not to say that they don't have great players, but Overwatch is they've practiced really hard. I think that Mad Hatters are going to suffer at this one just because, like, Overwatch is 2 together. Like, they've been struggling this tournament, but Mad Hatters are dealing with massive lineup changes.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen like we've seen some like we've seen quite a few like errors from the Mad Hatters team. So it's like I want to have faith in the Mad Hatters team, but I mean it's a new team. Like it's essentially a new team.
That's understandable. And Mad
And
Hatters,
I mean I don't mean that with any offense at all. Like I don't mean to sound offensive to them. Just New teams have to get into the swing of things in the competitive scene.
Yeah, over on Imagine's stream, we have Sky Invading Rhinos versus Holy Roman Army. Sky Invading Rhinos, sir, a very good team. Extremely solid team right now. In my personal rankings, not the official rankings, I have them at number 3 with HRA at number 2. So I think this one's going to be pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really eager to see that one. Then we have the Merrymen versus Sacrilege. I have a feeling Sacrilege is going to be able to handle that one, although it is going to be close. After that, Art of Warfare, Black Flight Squadron. Both of those teams are 0-4 in the season. One of them is going to get a win. Personally, I have my money on Black Flight Squadron, but Art of Warfare has had some very good sparks of life throughout the tournament. They just have not been able to put all the pieces together just yet. And then we have Muse versus Cake. It has been ruled within the Cake clan that no cakes can fly on the side of Muse for this because of how important a game this is for Cake. Because normally Muse pulls a few Cake members in to fly for them. They've said that's not possible. They don't want anyone to say that the Cake members on the Muse side either threw the game for Cake, so Muse would lose, or Cake purposely handicapped themselves. So they're trying to play this as fair as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm really excited to see that. Muse has had some really great moments this tournament. Cake, we're doing so well right now. In my rankings, we're 5th, right below the Riders.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a ton of fun. A ton of fun.
Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be a pretty cool Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Personally,
it's going to be a very big weekend. Very big.
I think that I'm going to open it up myself so I can look at these teams. Because I wasn't doing that. Run digga dun dun.
Now, speaking specifically on Cake, because this is a Cake event and I'm a Cake individual, the rest of the schedule after the last couple weeks is very up and down. This week, tomorrow, we have Muse. That could go either way. Next week, Holy Roman Army, which I don't think we're going to be able to take on personally, but I'm very negative about that kind of thing, and I really think Holy Roman Army has some crazy shit on lockdown.
Yeah.
So,
let's see. I'm looking. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, week 6. So Riders versus Glamour. I think that go either way.
Really?
I think that the Riders I think the Riders have the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Just like skill wise, but I think that if the Riders do make enough mistakes, I think the Glamour can capitalize on them well enough.
Mm-hmm.
The Glamour are going to have to play really solid though. I just think that I do think that there's a chance though. Glowwater Thralls versus Deadpool's Army. I think Thralls are going to take that. Deadpool's Army is what? What's the record? Well, we're getting into game right now. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Water Hazard is the map. Oracle, go ahead and tell us about it.
It's pretty open. You'd think it would lend itself to sniping, but it really doesn't.
Never.
Because it's Iron Fork and brawling is the name of the game.
Shit just gets crazy.
You basically end up in these like big fights happening in these really big open areas. So it's basically flatland.
No, you didn't.
Yes. It's behind my ear right now.
Continue. Fine.
That was it.
Fine. Okay. Alrighty, we're getting the game here. Waiting for our cameraman to fully load up as we change our settings over there.
I'm still loading in too. Holy cow, this is taking forever.
It's a very big map. So on the Brawlbula, piloted by Acronymus, we have a front Merc at the center with the right wing Hades Artemis and left wing Artemis Mine Launcher. We also have the Lutetia, piloted by Halia Farron. Hades Flak combo, love that combination. Carronade and Flamer on the side for support. And then we have the Zarathustra, piloted by Nisha's Mustache. Lumber Spire, with Hades, Artemis, and Mine Launcher support. Go ahead, Oracle.
And for the blue team, we have the Colossiager, a Junker being piloted by Orangey. Port side, Hades, Artemis. Front, Merc, just like last time. And starboard, Gatling Carronade. For the VSS Moltcake, a Pyramidion being piloted by Mela McCravernathy. Artemis, Hades, front. Carronade, Flare, port side. A little bit interesting on the front. Worked just fine, I assume. For the Darwin's Absence. I almost said Darwin's Abstinence.
We have no information on that subject.
I've been wanting to say Darwin's Absinthe.
Being piloted, it is a goldfish, either way, being piloted by Fox. Watch on the front, Flamer on the port side, Carronade on the starboard for a little bit of defense.
The water and I just want to say this, the water and the water reflections, especially when an airship gets close, look fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah, they're pretty.
Like the Darwin's Absinthe was sitting Absence. There
Absence.
we go. Was sitting very close to the water there, and you can see a beautiful rippling reflection in it.
Oh
it's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
Zarathustra is being charged by the Darwin's Absence. Mine goes out right next to Darwin's Absence, but did not go off. Everyone on that spire is doing everything they can to avoid a painful death. Darwin's Absence goes below, past the Lutetia. I can't talk today either. Oracle, save me.
All right, sure. Zarathustra not looking so great right now. Moltcake coming in, rams the balloon, takes it out, and so it's going to start dropping, but the Moltcake is well within arming time for that Hades. It's relying on the fire damage and the damage from that Artemis to finish it off. Zarathustra gets its balloon back up. Will the Moltcake be able to move in and bring it back down? Mine's coming out defensively, not quite landing the way they need to, but the Darwin's Absence coming around from behind. This spire has no hope in hell. Let's go ahead and see the replay of that one.
Alrighty, checking out exactly
there it
what's
is.
going
Yep,
on there.
Watcher comes around from behind, and there's the ram. Moltcake brings down the armor just in time for that.
That was gorgeous.
In the meantime, though, Colossiager getting the worst of the Brobula. Holy cow, those shots, just too accurate and too many. Colossiager manages to bring down the armor of the Brobula, but I think it's a little bit too late.
Colossiager having some trouble. They're having some trouble. Balloon is still down. Shots are still going into the hull or were. It looks like, though, they've broken arc using one of the spires between them and the Brobula. And Darwin's Absence is quickly closing the gap, charging the Brobula. Brobula's like, whoop! I'm just gonna go up.
I recently piloted a Mobula for the first time, and that was probably my favorite part of it. Just like rising up over people trying to ram me. It's like, whoop, nope.
The Darwin's Absence, however, gets a very good arc.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that was
out of the frying pan into the fire. I want to see a replay of that one.
That was meritastic.
Yep, it dodges the Darwin's Absence, but then the Moltcake comes right in. Big tap.
Boop. There she goes.
Booped him
there
that
she
hard.
gone. Wow. Good hit, Red 2. 2-0 in favor of the blue team.
Yep. However, the Colossiager is rather low. It's going to have to play this pretty carefully. And
I don't think that's going to be that big of a problem, considering the Moltcake and the Darwin's Absence are the more active ships. The Colossiager is, again, more of a weapons platform for this team. It's designed to sit back just a bit and let the Darwin's Absence specifically do a lot of the heavy lifting for it.
I'm not a big fan of the Merc on the front, I gotta say. I think that it's not going to do a whole lot. So he's going to fire it out, but I'd rather like have a Pyramidion in this instance, like so I can have another gun on front. Like I just don't think a Merc works very well.
Colossiager, for some reason, making himself a big target here, floating way above the clouds, an arc of pretty much every red ship there is, swinging its side to get some trifecta fire going.
No way. No, it can't trifecta. Like this ship cannot trifecta.
At all. You're right. No, that Merc on the front completely destroys that opportunity. What are they doing in the first place?
They're buying time for the Darwin's absence to come up behind the Brawlbula. I don't think
Oh,
they've
dear
been
God.
spotted yet.
Oh, but they've spotted him now.
Oh yeah, they know where he is. However, I think it might be too late. That Watcher didn't do a whole lot though.
It didn't actually
The
break
Brawlbula-
anything.
Yeah, it's got a chance here. Molt Cake coming in on the Zarathustra. However, Balloon not really gonna stay too healthy. Lutetia coming in from the other side. Molt Cake hits a mine. And now the Darwin's absence is going to be in a big bit of trouble. Big bit, yes. As the
I'm
Molt
not
Cake goes down.
sure. I'm not sure how this. I can't say how this one is going to turn out. Darwin's absence, though, is going to be under some pretty major fire. Lumberjack, Hades, and all sorts of other shots coming out at it. Armor goes down on the Darwin's absence. They're starting to lose a little bit of hull. They're down about 2/3. Balloon goes down again. They're swinging. They're going to try and use the Spire to dodge, but it may not be enough. Armor is down once again. They're down to about 1/4 of their hull left. Very bad situation for Darwin's absence.
Now they opened up their broadside to the Lutetia. Hades coming in. Oh, they might be able to get away from this one, but the Zarathustra's on the other side waiting. Molt Cake thinking about coming in again.
If they can get below the Zarathustra's arcs, watch a shot. Very bad. Darwin's absence down to nothing left on the hull. Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Oh boy. Yep,
There it goes.
nothing. America. Unfortunately, it looks like we've lost Orangey. He seems to have some major connection issues for this game right now. He's
Oh, Molt Cake coming in for the
ram.
ram. On the Zarathustra, doesn't go in. It goes into the balloon, not the armor. So, little bit of a Hail Mary there. Zarathustra. Is that the correct way to use that term?
No, I'll let it fly.
I don't remember. Zarathustra's armor is burning though.
Molt Cake's
up,
about to run into
down.
mines. Oh my
Ooh.
god!
That's gonna give the Zarathustra a second chance at life. Lutetia coming in, easy shots onto the broadside of the Molt Cake. Misses them though as the Molt Cake burns hydrogen. to
Molt
get
Cake
back
is
up.
exposing himself still though. Lutetia
Woo!
able to easily follow. Zarathustra helps finish him off. Lutetia gets the kill. 3-2 in favor of the red team. This one's pretty close, all things considered.
Yeah. Both teams making pretty severe mistakes. I like, by the way, Rob, I like how you look at, how you have, like, the screen filled with fireworks. That makes me happy.
America.
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 Darwin's absence. Hanging low.
Zarathustra,
It's spotted. Coming around behind the Brawlbula. Lutetia firing out Echidnas because why not? Brawlbula in a pretty scary spot, all things considered. Darwin's absence going to rise up pretty soon. But the Colossi Jaeger is such a delicious target. Its hull is so low.
It's a little too easy in this situation. Darwin's absence is going to take advantage of Brawlbula's singular focus on the Colossi Jaeger. And there, we're going to get that broadside. Hwacha is lining up. They're stopping the turn speed. Hwacha loading in. That is burst ammo. Lost 3 guns there. Brawlbula can no longer put pressure on the Colossi Jaeger.
Whoops, all caps in chat. Derp to derp derp. Brawlbula
All caps in chat.
still got the Darwin's absence on it. The Darwin's absence really hasn't been that big of an issue this game. One light engine goes down to the Brawlbula, but it's turning arcs. It's going to drop down. It can dodge around this goldfish pretty well. In the meantime, though, Molt Cake in a lot of trouble. The Colossi Jaeger has been doing very, very little this game.
Orangey, once again, the captain of the Colossi Jaeger, has not been able to stay connected. He's back. He has rejoined, but he's disconnected about 3 or 4 times so far just this game. Oh, God.
There it goes.
We had some double America action going on there. We lost the Brawlbula and the Darwin's absence.
Taking each other out,
Same
apparently.
time.
A harsh world killed the Darwin's absence. But the point
Double take-
goes
I
to...
would call it a double
The
takedown.
point goes to... Yeah. Let's see. Which side? Red team. Point does go to red team.
Molt Cake dodging some pretty active fire from the Lutetia. Not anymore, though. They're just rising straight up. Molt Cake is eating it right now. They're doing a good job holding things together, though.
Not too bad. Zarathustra rising up. Molt Cake
their armor
in a lot of trouble.
Their
Molt
armor is
Cake
starting to
just-
burn down.
The Molt Cake has gotten some really good ram kills, but at the same time, it's been overextending quite a bit.
Melon doing the best with what he has with that, but he's put himself in a very bad situation where all 3 red ships are targeting him right now, and he's already lost one of his engines. It's not a safe place. Try and burn kerosene. He's going to try it anyhow. Armor is just gone.
You have
Black
Darwin's
shots coming in.
absence coming in. Lutesha getting flamed pretty bad. Watcha going to go into the hull. Not quite a kill. Hull of the Pyramidion just enough to keep itself going. Zarathustra, though, loses its armor. Hades going to be enough to take out the very scarce hull on that Spire.
That's a big thing about the Spire, too. The Hades does so much great damage. Ow, oh, my goodness.
There it goes. Blue team bringing it back around. Now that Orangey's back, they're doing a lot better.
Yep. As we were saying, though, the hull on the Spire is so low that even active Hades fire will be enough to take out not just the armor, but the hull as well. There isn't a lot there. There's not much there.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa, okay, my left hand was not quite on the keys I wanted to. It's like the edge of the map isn't there. So right now, red team a little bit scared right now. They're gonna play defensively. They just need 2 more kills. Kolossi low on hull, Molt Cake much of the same, and both are taking fire. Orangey left.
Not again. Orangey just cannot maintain a connection right now. That's no good.
And that is the opposite of good. That is bad.
5-4 in favor of the blue team, ever so barely. The Kolossi Molt Cake, both very low on hull right now. Darwin's absence lost a tiny little chunk of their perma hull as well, but nothing really to stress over. Kolossi is in arc. It is floated in arc of at least 1, if not 2 of the red ships. It looks like, though, Zarathustra changing its attention to Darwin's absence with trying to get a good flank on them.
They might be able to. No, Kolossi
With that many enemy ships looking at, I just don't think it's going to happen.
Darwin's absence trying one more time to come around from behind. However, blue team is going to be fighting in red team's spawn. And so if one of the red ships goes down, they're going to be able to spawn back in. So they got to get 2 kills in very quick succession, but the Molt Cake and Kolossi are so low, this is going to be really dicey for them.
Molt Cake under a lot of fire right now. Not losing too terribly much armor. Oh, there we go. There's what shots coming in. Oh my goodness, a flag shot would finish
slow. There it is.
There it is. Woo.
There we go. Flak gonna take it out. Brawlbula actually getting the credit for it. That's an Artemis hit. And now the Kolossi in a fair bit of trouble. Brawlbula moving in on it. Mercury does land now. Hades coming in from the Zarathustra. Can they get that balloon down? Stop them from rising. Darwin's absence coming around from the side, though. Zarathustra in a fair bit of trouble. Mine hit. Lands, though. Going to damage a lot of components on the Darwin's absence. And the Darwin's absence forced to bounce up with that hydrogen. Zarathustra ducking down. Is that chute vent? Yes, it is.
I think
burning that chute vent to get out of the way. Zarathustra doesn't want any of it.
We just lost the Kolossi now 6-5 in favor of the red team now. And if Darwin's absence doesn't simply get out of Dodge, they're not going to go down. They're already out of here. They're good.
No, it's going to end up 6-5. Red team coming out on top of that engagement with no hull damage taken.
I think it was just a little risky on the blue team's part to approach them like they did. But at that point, there's not a lot of other things you can do beyond just approach them or try and sit them out. And they took the aggressive approach.
Yep, they're going to try one more time. I feel like the Kolossi is not a great ship for approach, though. I mean, okay, so I understand the idea of the Gatling carronade side, kind of. I just feel like the Gatling needs to be paired with something that can strip hull pretty much always, because that's what the Gatling does. It's not very threatening otherwise. Like, the carronade's not going to do as much damage to the hull. Not really.
No, well, not even if you load in greased, an entire clip is just not going to do it compared to a mortar. Just not. it's not.
So Zarathustra eating some mercury fire. They're not that worried about it, though. There we go. Yeah, their armor's fine. Lutetia eating it now. Klaus-Jaeger being fired on.
Lutetia's probably going to be the best tank throughout the red team. They're going to keep things focused on that while the Zarathustra comes in far behind. Klaus-Jaeger losing a couple components there. Balloon starting to take some shots as well. No fires lit just yet. Either they're very good on the chem spray rotation. I don't see any chem spray on it though.
Mole cake coming in from the side. It doesn't care about the Lutetia or the Brobula. It's going for the jugular. It wants the Zarathustra.
That makes a lot of sense.
In.
It's a very easy target for a Hades flak combination to take out. You have some excellent mobility to it while being able to hit targets that are nearby. But a mine hit on the Mole Cake.
Gonna throw the guns out of arc. That's the biggest part of that mine hit. Gonna buy time for the Zarathustra, but it's backing up into a spire right now. It's backing up into a rock pillar. Armor gonna go down. It's exposed.
This is
the Artemis is gonna land. Yeah, the armor's like the armor is down. It's back up, but it's burning. 2 guns are burning as well. In the meantime, Darwin's Absence taking a lot of damage. The question is, can the red team finish off the Darwin's Absence fast enough before they before the blue team destroys the Zarathustra and comes back around?
Mole Cake's going in. They are going in for the charge. They're unleashing everything they have. Armor's burning down again. Mines are not close enough. There's the kill. 6-6.
Darwin's Absence still managing to stay alive a little bit longer, but now the other blue ships are coming in for defense. Klaus-Jaeger right there on the Brobula. Armor down. Pole's taking damage with the Klaus-Jaeger. Doesn't have a whole lot to take advantage of it. Gatling's going to go out. They're going to burn hydrogen to get on out of there.
Good choice.
They're not worried about damaging their balloon a whole lot. They got out of there. They're going to be okay. Klaus-Jaeger, though, rising up, trying to meet them. They're going to keep following them until they die. So now there's kind of a timer on this. Brobula, can it survive long enough? It's trying to get over to its allies, but the Mole Cake and the Darwin's Absence are here to cut it off. Darwin's Absence looks like it survived long enough. Brobula going to try to use that vertical mobility. It drops down just barely. Darwin's Absence actually bumps the Mole Cake, but that stops its momentum, and now it has arc on the Brobula.
This is a very bad situation for the Brobula. The red ships are way too far away to assist. Lutetia's trying to come in and save the Brobula, but it's just not happening. Darwin's Absence going in for a nasty bump.
Is it going to hit the spire? There it is.
America.
Can we get a replay of that? Can we please get a replay of that? That was gorgeous.
Look
at that. Ram comes in, destroys the armor. They can't get the armor up fast enough, and losing that balloon throws them into the ground.
That was impressive. That was a great bump.
That was hilarious.
Oh, man. Such a fantastic finish. Game number 2 is under our belts, and we move on to game number 3. I'm hoping for a King of the Hill, personally.
Yeah, we know what to vote for.
While I do that, I'm certainly... Aha! There it is, Desert Scrap. Desert Scrap. Desert Scrap. Boom!
Do it, yeah.
Happy days are here again.
Oh, yeah. By the way, shout out to Rotted Beef in chat.
Rotted Beef.
Sorry, I didn't get to cast with you last Sunday. Probably not this Sunday either.
Well, what's the plan for this Sunday? Because I have a Sunday off for once and ever.
This Sunday, I'm not dealing with Sunday Community Skirmish this Sunday. Next Sunday, yes. This Sunday.
Well, do you want me to operate for you like Rob's doing right now?
I think they already have things worked out.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect.
Yep. I let them know that I was going to be gone, and so they set stuff up. I offered to cast, and they're like, nope, we got dudes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, going back over my notes here for the weekend, I'm going to go ahead and just get quick tallies on all the different wins and losses that each team has happened. I'm going to probably do this over the course of the next 5 or 6 hours.
You just like saying the name Tally.
Who's Tally? No, really, who's Tali?
Someone ever played Mass Effect?
Oh, Tali.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Sweet Jesus.
Wait,
3, guys.
Dude, the ending was shit. You know? Yeah, shit. That was the biggest pile of shit ever.
Yeah, we could have made a better ending.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what should have happened?
No, we're not doing this whole
Shepard
video.
beats
No,
the
we're not.
Roopers.
Rob. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, geez, everyone's got Ego Raptor on their brain apparently.
I don't blame him.
Hmm. So Planet Side.
So about those games other than
Damn,
those others.
Vanu.
Yeah, heck yeah, spandex for life.
I will say that their female characters have nice hips.
Hey, the spandex. Come over to the spandex. Like, here's the thing: you have to wear the spandex, but you also get to see the women in spandex, and some of the choicier men. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you like.
You don't judge.
Yeah. Do your thing, man. No, for real though, my brother and I, we spent 2 hours in the same 3 territories on Hawson. Like fighting. Like we were fighting over an amp station and like the area surrounding it, but the NC was just being stubborn asses. And see, what I'm really proud of is we were able to fight back the NC with like we were able to defend against the NC with inferior numbers for a very long time.
Well, yeah,
So
it's
the
because
NC
Vanu's
had
OP.
to Vanu's what? Bullshit. Do you know how much people on Vanu complain about the Vanguard?
How much?
It's like the shield. The shield is basically an I win this duel button.
But it's
Yeah.
you never really have to worry about duels in the first place.
What? In main battle tanks? Yeah, you do. You kidding me?
There's
duel
always
all
other
the time.
people being involved though.
I end up in duels all the time in my main battle tank. Like the thing is, like usually you end up like hiding behind cover, but every so often, like especially in between bases, you end up with you end up fighting other dudes all alone out there sometimes. Especially on Indar, I'd say that's more a trait of Indar.
That's
and
true.
sometimes Armorish.
Indar feels a little more open.
Yeah, so oftentimes the tanks are the ones that go out first. To make sure the Sundies stay safe, because the other side's going to send out main battle tanks to try and cut off the Sunderers.
That's one thing I really don't like about PlanetSide 2. It's a lot less open and spread out. Whereas the original PlanetSide, incredibly spread out. So
yeah,
there was a
because
much
they couldn't
greater-
render everything.
It also created a much greater need for actual decent battle tank tactics.
Yeah, armor is kind of weird in PlanetSide 2. In some places it's really helpful, in some places it's needed, in some places it's almost entirely useless. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I will
Like-
say that the one thing about Hawson that I've really been happy with is a lot of the people that are in like the smaller ships, mosquitoes and such, they're flying closer to the ground now. 'Cause
Yeah.
they have to deal with the tree line and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really difficult to see enemies. Like, yeah, I've noticed that. That's actually something I remarked about to my brother when I was playing with him yesterday during our 2-hour Hawson Fest.
It's like, why are they so close to the
It's like all
ground?
of these, all of these ESFs are like really hanging out low. Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun to get a Galaxy going because the 3 things that I'm really good at. So I didn't mention this, but the 3 things I'm really good at in PlanetSide 2 are my Mag Rider, love my Mag Rider, my Max suit, I love my Max, that thing is beastly, and I love my Galaxy. Those 3 things, I love them. I have 2 Bulldogs and 2 Walkers for my Galaxy, and it's incredible.
For me, it would be my Max, my Heavy, and then when I'm not broadcasting and actually have better frame rates, my Mosquito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like flying in the Mosquito, but I have to have the frame rate to deal with it. If my frame rates are too low because of broadcasting, and then I usually just use it for a little bit of recon.
Okay, I gotcha. Or just getting from place to place.
And I freaking love the Coyote missiles. Because as much as anytime I kill somebody with it and they then message me pissed off and say that I'm using the noob missiles, those things are not easy to lock on with. You have to be like right behind the guy, like so damn close for the shots to lock on properly.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like the missiles themselves have to be really close in order to lock on, and then they'll automatically hit. But if you're too far away, the chances of you getting the missiles to line up with the enemy ship and be close enough to lock on get really, really bad the further away you are.
So you're talking about one of the new primaries, right?
Yeah, it's one of the new primary missiles for the Mosquito.
Not to interrupt you guys,
We're getting underway.
but we are getting into it. Desert Scrap is the map. Oracle, tell us about it.
It's nice and big and open, but that don't matter because the only place that matters in this whole bloody thing is the very center of the Leviathan, which is where the point is. And it ends up being a brawl. Every so often you get a dust storm coming through to break up the action, but generally you get some pretty hefty brawling going in there. And I'd say generally the heavier team wins. And mines are also a very important part of this.
All right. First up, the Good Luck Ship 13, piloted by, who is that? That's Dutch Vanya. On the right-hand side, mortar mine launcher. Front is a flamer. Left-hand side is a mine launcher carronade. Second ship is VSS in the Trunker, piloted by James Tiberius Kirk. Left-hand side, flamer mortar. Front's a Banshee. And the right-hand side is another flamer mortar, very heavily armed. And we also have the Zarathustra carronade spire this time. That's a grinder spire with triple mine launcher. Go ahead, Oracle.
Man mode. For the VSS Alexandria, a galleon being piloted by Halia Faron, we have a carronade watcher port side with a mortar to help. Mortar on the back, starboard, another watcher carronade aboard the VSS Blood Pancakes. Being piloted by Mella McCraver Nathy. We got a Mobula with a Banshee on top, carronades on the lower decks, mine launcher on the port side wing, and flamer on the starboard wing. And aboard the Life After Love, a Mobula being piloted by Quifox. We got, what is that up top? Flamer up top, flamers on the bottom, lots of fire. It's flamers. Flamer. In the meantime, so what do we got? Halia Faron already on the point.
Yeah, it looks like Good Ship 13 and the Zarathustra are going to try to compete against that, but blue team's already capped the point. Life After Love is really putting some pressure on the Good Ship 13 as well as the Zarathustra. Alexandria taking a bit of fire. Balloon's still down. Their armor's still down. Impact bumpers are up, so they can bump pretty much all they like. But that did some decent damage.
Goes out. You see that mine hit on the Life After Love, gonna hit everything. Armor down. They're taking hull damage. I gotta say though, I'm not sold on this spire. Balloon goes down. Life After Love. Alexandria having trouble keeping going.
Ooh.
Mine goes out. Ooh.
That hit both the Alexandria. Oh, there's a mine kill.
Blap, 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 blap. Alexandria trying to get one of its good sides on the Zarathustra. Can it do it?
I mean, I understand what the Zarathustra is going for, and it sounds like a ton of fun. I just think because of the really low hull and armor of the Spire, it's not going to be quite as effective in this very intense, prolonged battle situation that we get right on this point.
No, I agree. Alexandria getting stuck down in there. It's gonna go down in a little while. It has impact bumpers, so it'll survive a little bit longer. Zarathustra is gonna have to keep that balloon down. Where's the carronade, man? Carronade going?
Carronade just isn't happening for some reason.
Shoot, gun. Shoot your gun.
Good ship 13 is gonna bounce the Zarathustra.
No.
Oh no, they're not.
Not quite. Oh my! I can't believe the Zarathustra survived that barrage. He didn't deserve to. Mine goes out. Balloon's burning. Armor's burning. One.
There's
if anyone
there's
on the
nothing
ship
left.
sneezes, there it goes.
They got flamed to death, and the harsh world kills life after love right afterwards. This is Brawl Fest 2014. Red team has slowly pushed the point in their favor, ever so barely.
Alexandria still there, not able to get the block in time though. Red team's not going to cap it. They got to take out the Alexandria, and this is the benefit of having a galleon on King of the Hill. It's just like you got to kill it, and that's a lengthy endeavor.
The galleon just has so much health you have to deal with, both in their armor and their hull, that they're a great ship to use for desert scrap. You can sit on the point the longest. It doesn't matter how fast you kill your opponents. If you can sit on the point longer, that's all that matters.
Yep. However, it was brought down by that Spire. I don't think that the Spire is going to have as much luck this time around, because it's got to approach. You know, there's going to be ships waiting for it. It's going to be tough.
Oh my God! Life After Love, Life After Love is brawling things to death very, very viciously. Fox, or as he is more widely known, Foxpa.
We love you, Fox.
Doing a very excellent job of destroying his opposition. Now, I'm still not used to. We've seen a couple of them. I'm not used to the Brawbulas. I'm just not used to them.
Really?
It just still doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, how does it not make any sense? Like, you just have a lot of guns facing forward, easy trifecta, and then the vertical mobility allows you to choose your fights.
Because if you get flanked, you're doomed.
Well, if any ship gets flanked, it's doomed.
No, because if a junker can shoot almost any direction it wants. Let's be honest here.
It can, but I mean, if you have two ships on you, you're done anyway. Like, any ship is that way. Zarathustra, ooh, gets the Watcher going out on it.
Good
Also
mine on the
looking
blood
great.
pancakes. Oh dear. Oh, another one. Great mine hits on the blood pancakes. That's tough to deal with. Mel and McCrabbernathy. Yeah, they've spiraled just a little bit. They're going to be out of the way. Life After Love getting ground down by the Trunker. Kirk doing a good job of getting in there and taking care of the situation. Good ship 13 on the Alexandria. Flamer is out. The Alexandria is all aflame, as it is standard with the cakes. Zarathustra coming in. They're going to hit some mines, though, if they don't slow down. Mine hit does happen. Oh, they're drifting.
Are they going to hit the other one? It's
Nope,
going to be
stopped.
dicey.
They
They're
stopped.
going to stop Alexandria burning down real hard, but it's just buying time. The blood pancakes coming in from behind. It was disabled, but not destroyed. And it's going to get a ram on the Zarathustra. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, though. Not a very fast ship, that Mobula. There we go. Alexandria finally goes down.
Oh, Zarathustra could tap. They're in a very bad situation. They're parachuting, trying to stop the damage from coming in. The Trunker loses their balloon as well, but blood pancakes, they are in some pain. They have fires to deal with on the balloon and the hull and guns. Their balloon could burn down here, which is going to cause some pretty serious problems. They are dropping like a brick.
They might drop in the Trunker. No, not quite.
Oh, but they do
like
drop
that
on a mine. Great mine placement.
Not too bad. Life After Love, though, coming in. Blood Pancakes gonna go down, but blue team they're managing to hold on to this point. If they can destroy the Zarathustra, I think they're gonna be in a pretty good way. Because the Zarathustra, I think, is really the one that's doing a lot of the work here.
They get him easy. Great pressure from Life After Love. Great pressure.
Alexandria coming in the meantime. Look at that. See the galleon comes in.
God.
It's gonna be Alexandria hits a mine. Gonna be okay.
Wow.
Good ship goes down. Watcha.
Good ship gets eaten alive. That was absolutely brutal.
Well, one of the reasons that Watchas tend to have trouble with junkers is the hull is so tiny, but when you're that close, all of the Watcha shots are going to go into the hull.
And you're probably hitting multiple components too, with those side-facing guns, with the broadside guns, with those engines so close. Good Lord above in the trunker is just completely disabled.
It's
They
gonna
have
have
so
trouble
little
getting
to
its
do right
stuff.
now.
It's gonna have trouble getting its stuff back up thanks to this dust storm. How much more is there left? Okay, it's about to pass through, so it's gonna be up in just a minute. But it's given enough time for the blood pancakes to come in on in the trunker. There's the ram. Holy cow! They're gonna mash him up against the wall.
America.
Who wants to see a replay of that one?
That was meritastic. Blood Pancakes got an absolute squash on them.
Split,
They see
splat,
him coming
bleh.
in.
There it goes.
Boom!
Gorgeous. In the meantime, though, we do have the Life After Love in a fair bit of trouble, but all 3 blue ships are on the point right now.
I don't see the blue team getting pulled off this. Alexandria has
No.
so much health to deal with. Even as the red team continuously kills them off, they just have to spend so long on the Alexandria that it almost doesn't matter. It gives the blue team so much time to rearm and get right back into the fight.
Ooh, good luck, ship. Getting out of the way of that mine, just barely. Blood Pancake's gonna eat the flamer, but it's gonna rise up. Can it get out of the way? Zarathustra has a pretty easy shot on the balloon if it can get it, but no, it bumps. Blood Pancakes has a moment of respite here to repair right as the dust storm is about to head out.
In the trunkers coming back in. Zarathustra in a lot of trouble. A great mine hit on the Alexandria. Impact bumpers, I'm not sure exactly why they were thrown up there, but you know what? An effort to try and stay alive. They did their best. Blood Pancake in a lot of trouble, completely disabled for the most part, except for their engines, but those are on fire. They're losing hull fast. They're gone. We just have Life After Love left, but he has scampered. What? He was on the point for a minute there. Like he has run away as fast as possible outside of the wreck. Red team has neutralized the point, and they most likely will get the flip before any blue ships get in range. Life After Love just cannot get in range right now. There's the flip. Red team is going to take over, at least for a little while, on the points.
Yeah, it's too late. I was going to say, hey, let's get a replay of that going.
Zarathustra, we need to see those mines getting laid out. There are some mines laid out right now. It looks like they're doing exactly that. They're going to lay out a minefield. Life After Love, though, is going to try and sneak in.
Yeah, they're getting some flamers going out. Look at those flamers going out on the Zarathustra. Everything except for one component is burning, but the balloon's going to go down the Life After Love. Sometimes it's not about how many components you can disable, it's which ones. Life After Love losing its armor, taking a lot of hull damage to those mines, and the Good Luck ship going to finish it off.
That they lost everything there to mines. They had some amazing mine hits coming on them from the Good Luck ship. Blood Pancake is sneaking in and over the sparse minefield, not too well spread out. Alexandria is going to be able to sneak in as well. Blood Pancakes moving in against the trunker, going to not gonna Goomba stomp in just a little bit. They're going straight for the Zarathustra, get the kill on it. BSS in the trunker is doing everything they can to try and take out the Blood Pancakes, but it looks like chem sprays were up on them just a bit on some of the major components, including balloon and engines.
Yep, engine's going to be the big one. Even if the armor goes down, I think that the Blood Pancakes will be okay. I can't believe I'm saying that. I think that the Blood Pancakes will be okay in the trunker.
No, they're not.
No, they're
oh
not.
my goodness.
No, they're not. Alexandria on
damage.
the point in the trunker. The question is, will the trunker go low enough to get off the point? Now, Good Luck ship's here, and make sure that the Alexandria can't flip it. So they're going to be okay. Alexandria loses their balloon, loses their
Great
armor.
mine hits. The mines
They're
have
about
been
done.
the mines have been really on point this game.
They
the
have.
mines have been excellent.
Ooh, nice. That one was really nice. Who's throwing those mines out on the Good Luck ship?
Let's see, who's on
Sputnik.
that?
Sputnik.
Oh yeah. Those are mostly
The second
charged.
time.
Those are mostly charged and incendiary mines too. An incendiary mine, if you folks have never been hit by an incendiary mine, your ship essentially is entirely lit on fire with tons of stacks of fire all over the place and everything.
Ooh. Life After Love, burning away. Not looking so good. Red team looking to take this one back.
They've done a really good job so far of making sure there's always a ship on the point, that they're controlling what blue ships are on the point and when. It looks like the blue team is having a tough time killing them off fast enough, and the mines have been so on point so far that the blue team simply cannot get them off of it in the first place.
Yeah, that's the problem with these like more disable-oriented builds. It takes a while to actually kill anyone. Blood Pancakes bottoming out, but the Alexandria does go down. That's kind of the big hurdle for a red team. Like if they can get the Alexandria down, then they're good. Like they can push everyone else off the point. Okay, just taking out the Alexandria is usually so time consuming. They got it there. They got it pretty well. Like Pancakes trying to ram in the trunker, but there's way too much junk in the way. Too much junk in the way of the trunker. Tee-hee-hee.
One thing that we see, and I did see what you did there, Oracle. One thing that we see, there is a drawback to taking those big, heavy ships on this map. Yeah, it's really hard to get them off the point once they're on it, but the problem is getting them on it. They're so slow that when they do go down, it takes a long time for a galleon to get back on the point. Alexandria is just starting to move back on it. They died over 2 minutes ago. This is a very debilitating thing that a team has to deal with, how slow to start moving the galleon is.
Yep, Alexandria is coming back in on the point though, but it's
Zarathustra apparently just mined itself.
that is not what they need right now, especially as the Alexandria is on approach. It's going to get the watch out on him. Going to disable even more. They bump, but I think that's going to be okay. Carronade goes out.
Carronade.
Yep, Balloon still up on the Zarathustra.
Oh,
Armor's
great
down, but
mine
everything
hit.
else is gone.
Knocks the Alexandria out of arc pretty severely, giving the Zarathustra a chance to get things righted and get into fighting shape.
Not too darn bad.
That mine hit made all the difference in the world.
Oh yeah, now Life After Love, dropping down, Blood Pancakes, following the Good Luck ship down. Zarathustra, still getting the worst of the Alexandria, but those mines doing some nice defense. The Alexandria has just about no hope of getting those guns in arc until it rises up and out of this nasty junk.
The Good Luck Ship 13 did go down there, along with the Life After Love. So, the VSS in the trunker and Blood Pancakes are the ones that are going to have to duke it out.
Look at what the Zarathustra just did to the Alexandria. The Alexandria can do nothing right now.
Oh, that's mean.
Dude, look at that mine placement. The moment the Alexandria rises up and out of that junk, it's gonna get just like hit by the mine. It's gonna lose everything. The balloon is just going to be popped over and over again. Right now, the Alexandria doesn't even have to die. The red team doesn't even have to kill it. Like, they can just kind of let it sit there. In fact, I'd prefer they let it sit there. But I think they just want the kill anyway.
I think they just want the kill.
Yeah, the Blood Pancakes being given a little bit of rain over the in the trunker, though. It's not looking so great, but they can't follow it down. Ooh,
Life After Love coming in on the Zarathustra. Mobula Ram coming in. Armor went down on the Zarathustra. Oh my goodness, they are gone.
I want to see a replay of that. Let's get a replay of that one.
That was gorgeous. Let's see what that looked like on the replay. Life After Love moving in. Bounce. Bounce. Zarathustra is gone.
I gotta say, it's Mobula Rams are usually just whoopsie daisy. Mobula Rams are usually kind of underwhelming because they're so slow, and they actually aren't that heavy. They're actually pretty light ships.
Being bounced around by a flying croissant does not do too terribly much.
No, not really. They're light and fluffy and buttery. In the trunker, even a little bit of flamer, but Life After Love not looking so great. All its engines are on fire. I mean, of all the components to have on fire,
Good Luck Ship just hit one of their own mines again. There is some mine issues on the red team. For the most part, mines have been on point, but there have been some mine issues.
Would you say they're mining their own business?
Shut up, Rob.
That was impressive.
That's wrong, and you should feel bad.
Life After Love can loose its balloon to fire. Armor comes back up. Main engine's burning, though.
The Blood Pancakes and Alexandria took care of the Zarathustra before it could get into the fight. Unfortunately, that also delayed the Blood Pancakes and Alexandria.
Life After Love hits a mine in the trunker, and Good Luck did a good job on this guy. There he goes.
That was beautiful mine placement. Just look at this for a second here. Mine is going to be placed right under the Mobula. Their balloon is going to get ripped apart. They're going to draw. Boom! Another mine helps finish the job. They evaporate into
Again,
nothingness.
You mentioned it. These mines have been really on point this game.
Yep.
And I like what they're doing against the Mobulas. I mean, they completely stop any vertical mobility. They're so fat that if they try to rise up or drop down, they're going to hit a mine.
Yep.
It's pretty terrifying.
And the vertical mobility, as we've said before, is probably the best thing the Mobula has going for. It can go up and down all day and be like, what you got? I'm good here. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, the vertical acceleration is really fantastic. In the Trunker, though, looking to try and bring it down. Good luck, Chip, getting Flamer on it as well. The Blood Pancakes does not have the chem spray that it needs. And
The
I think
Alexandria
that it might go
is
down.
not doing too terribly much to assist the Blood Pancakes in this situation. These Flamers are going to keep it from rising up too terribly much. Alexandria is realizing this. They're dropping down to get Hwacha and Carinate arcs in the Trunker. Looks like they are going to have a pretty easy time with that, too. Zarathustra trying to come in, but Life After Love engaging it before it can even get there in the first place. They pretty much neutralized the Spire, but we just lost the Blood Pancakes.
Went down. Alexandria, I gotta be honest, Alexandria hasn't done a whole lot this game. Like, it's basically been a body, and that was fine. When
It's a very
Blue
big
owned the
body,
point.
so that's one of its main jobs.
Hey. Be nice.
Calling it fat.
It has a hormone problem. No, for real though, the Alexandria, like, it's basically been a body on the point. I mean, it wasn't so bad when Blue owned the point, but now it's just not doing much.
Yeah,
30 seconds left.
unfortunately.
30 seconds left until victory for the red team. We're fast approaching the point of no return, and I dare say it, Dan.
I do
Red
believe
team
we
gets
have
it.
hit it. Red team flipping the point there and never letting it go about 10 minutes ago, and just absolutely grabbing this game by the neck and controlling it. That sounded really bad.
Well,
I could have put in that so many better ways.
yep. I find it kind of amusing how the Zarathustra basically wasn't present for the last 3 minutes or so. It just kind of wasn't there.
I'm surprised no one made a making bloody pancakes joke.
Because I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, we're going in directions
We know.
and places that we did not want to have happen in the first place.
Whew, that was a pretty long match.
That was time is 5:20. Hoo boy.
Started at about 5
Yeah,
your time.
when we have the that kind of late game point flip by a team and they do not let it go, it just that really draws the game out.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm gonna step out for this one. Oracle, you have fun. Oracle's like, nope. Nope.
This is gonna take a while.
This is probably gonna be our last game for this one, folks.
This is gonna be our last game.
Raiders, Crazy King map. Oh, Shattuck might be. Shattuck's not piloting on this one, are you, Shattuck? I am unsure.
Merry birthday.
Merry birthday, America. America birthday.
Oh, so speaking of other games, like we were before that match, I've also been playing Animal Crossing again.
What?
Which one?
The first one for the GameCube.
Okay.
I love it.
I
know a lot
never
of
played an
people-
Animal Crossing game.
They're a lot of fun. I'd say they're very zen. You just kind of do things at your own pace. It's kind of meditative.
Is that
It's
anything
really
like the
nice.
Metamidian?
No,
Okay.
nothing like the Metamidian. It's too peaceful for that. There's like the only thing you get to kill are cockroaches.
You're supposed to promote your show there.
Oh, I was just thinking about the
Yeah.
ship.
Wake up.
Well, I'm not doing the show today. It's coming back up next week.
Oh, but there you go.
They did
You
it.
back at school then?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be back in college. I'm just heading back to my college town.
Right.
Yes, from a friend you are.
Where all your happy times are at.
Yes, indeed. And besides, I mean, I got to make sure that my roommate hasn't starved himself. Because I swear, sometimes I'm the only thing that's keeping him alive. Like, just, Mikio, you got to eat. And he's just like, what?
What?
Mikio, you got it. Actually, is he online? He's actually probably at work. That's okay. Hopefully he's been eating. He tends to just like not eat. Unless I bug him. It's like you wanna make food and watch Archer or something. We finished Archer. We've been watching Futurama.
Okay.
Futurama a lot. No, I need to bug him and make sure that he's alive.
It would probably be for the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually watch TV, so I don't know what's going on. What the hell is that ship name?
Life After Love, British Grit.
Top.
Yeah, I know.
Emitet.
Stiseb.
Oh.
It's backwards. Best ship.
All the time.
Best ship all the time.
Best ship all the time. We got it. We figured it out in like 0.3 seconds. Crazy. In the chat, by the way, guys, if you want to join the game, the password is pumpernickel. No capital letters, just pumpernickel. Rob, in the chat, Anders is asking, with using Open Broadcaster, how the hell we set all this up in the first place?
A lot of plugins.
Yeah.
And a lot of knowledge of JavaScript, HTML, CSS, video encoding. Yeah.
Stuff I don't have.
Hey, Lucky. We did a little couple speed runs of Viscera cleanup detail with Lucky and a couple friends. Maddie was in it as well. Lucky brought a friend of his, and it was crazy. I'm trying to get the videos edited, but for some reason, they refuse to export from Vegas, so I have to figure out what's going on.
Oh.
It makes me very sad because they're fun as hell. Hell.
I want to see these speed runs.
Yeah, we decided for some reason it's an awesome idea to speed run Viscera cleanup detail.
Ah, that's great. What timer are you using?
Lucky has a timer set up. I don't know much about it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, just you could get your own going for the stream.
Yeah, I just need to not be lazy.
I would recommend. What is it that I use? You've seen the one I use for the Sunday community, or the Sunday community skirmish, right?
Yeah.
I think it's WSplit.
Okay.
I'd recommend it. It's good.
By the way, Oracle, have you taken a look at the latest update to BindingofIsaac.com?
I have not. I actually was going to ask you what's been going on there.
Oh, because I apparently go and look at it every single day? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Insert size map.
Yep, the size matters joke. There's going to be rooms where multiple previous level bosses will fight you. It features 15 and more new bosses, over 50 new enemies, not counting bosses, in addition to their color-specific champion versions. Over 450 items when compared to the 198 items that were in the base game and Wrath of the Lamb.
How many items?
450.
Damn.
And that's not mentioning a lot of the more common item pickups like the little battery, the black heart, and the new card types, and a lot of the double items like the key ring.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, they're gonna have saves.
Yep, save states, new rooms. He's got a new editing software, so he can make all sorts of new stuff. He can make it so certain rooms, he can have a room that's rare, but then things in the room that things in the room that will change based off of a randomness. So like the one part where it shows like the little blocky room editor with the black heart, those rocks that surround the black heart might change to something that you can blow up. So,
interesting.
he's all crazy.
I still think the co-op looks cool.
Then he shows off Mom's perfume, but you probably already saw that.
Yes, I did see that. I also saw I got to help design a magic card.
Yeah, that's cool.
What?
Oh, not Oracle. The creator of Binding of Isaac.
Yeah. What card did he design?
Cruel Sadist. Creature, human assassin, for costs 1 black mana. When it's in play, pay 1 black mana and tap, pay 1 life, put a +1/+1 counter on Cruel Sadist. Pay 2 colorless, 1 black, tap, and remove X +1/+ counters from Cruel Sadist. Cruel Sadist deals X damage to target creature. It's a 1/1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I just cry.
Designed by Edmund McMillan.
That man is a god. I'm like, I cannot wait to see you play this shit, Rob.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of Binding of Isaac Rebirth when it comes out.
When is it coming out?
It's supposed to be this year. Supposed to be this
It's getting
year.
pretty close. It's getting pretty close.
Okay. All right. We have a full lobby. Looks like as I start to sneeze.
Get ready.
I'm good. I controlled it. Undercover,
What?
like I should not play Magic anymore. I got rid of my cards for a reason.
Now here's the
okay.
original cards that he created and he submitted. Blue Child. It's a blue card, costs 1 blue to play. Tap it, untap target land you control. You may only do this when it's not your turn. 0/2 creature. Green Child, costs 1 green. Flash ability. I don't know what Flash does.
Flash means you can play it
that
anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, you can play it even on an opponent's turn.
When this creature takes damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a 0/3. And then Black Child. 1 black to play. Tap, pay 1 life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Tap to remove the X counters. So that's the one that basically, we're coming into the game.
Yeah, we are. All right. The map is Anglian Raiders. Oracle, tell us about it.
Get comfy. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's gonna take a little while.
550 points to win. It's gonna be a long one.
Anglian Raiders is a huge map. Like, this map is just massive.
It's gonna be a big son of a bitch.
Yeah, it usually takes a long time for people to get from place to place. Oftentimes you have a lot of leapfrogging going on, but depending on the ships, like it can be hard to lock anything down.
It can be. All right. Best ship all the time. I had to read that slowly. Best ship all the time. It's a Pyramidion piloted by Dutch Vanya. It is a Flamer Gat front with Mine Launcher and Flare support. We also have the Ninja Fish. It's a goldfish piloted by Fred V. Looks like a couple riders on that ship. It's a blender fish with carronade front, flares on the sides, both sides. And we have the Circumflex Accent, piloted by Melon McCrabbernathi, lumberfish with Mine Launcher and Flare for support. Go ahead, Oracle.
For the blue team, we have the VSS Lutetia, a Pyramidion being piloted by Halia Faron, apparently asleep at the wheel, ramming buildings.
Not good.
It has Gat Mortar forward, Carronade and Flamer on the port side. Aboard the British Grit, a Drunker being piloted by Admiral Jake Sparrow. We have a Gat Banshee on the port side, a Mercury on the front, another Gat Banshee on the starboard, and aboard the Darwin's Eulogy, another Goldfish being piloted by Fox. We have Blenderfish, Blender on the front, Flamer on the port side, another mini Carronade on the starboard. Already balloons getting popped. Red team managing to pick up the first point cap.
Good job with that. They're going to get at least 150 points. By my math, about 150 points out of that for that very first cap. That's going to mean quite a bit going into the second and third point, because if they can keep that roll going, they'll be able to do a leapfrog and simply win just because they have such a big bank of points. But this is just the first point. If they get pushed off it, it may not mean nearly as much.
Right now, not able to do a whole lot, though. The Circumflex Accent goes down. and the British Grit might be able to take away the point for a little bit. But
Circumflex
doesn't look
Accent
like
is
it.
just, they're not holding together well against this pressure. Lutetia coming in behind them. British Grit is punishing them with that GAT as well. They go down. They could lose this point early, but they already have 100 points from it. So I'd say the red team got their money worth out of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, and on point E, we have the best ship all the time already getting on it. So red team definitely like winning this out in the very beginning. Darwin's Eulogy going to be moving out to point E already. Isn't aware of the location of the best ship all the time. It's going to take a little while to get there. I think that it'll be able to block the point. But right now, still, 2 red ships, 2 blue ships sort of tied up at D.
Yeah, red team did a great job of keeping the blue team occupied. It's going to mean that only 1 blue ship is going to be on that next point early, and best ship all the time already sitting on it. Checking the quick weapon loadout of that once again. It is a Flamer GAT, so very well equipped to brawl should the need arise. They're already starting to drop tar around to make Darwin's Eulogy's life just a little bit more difficult. Red team has about 3/4 control of the point when Darwin's Eulogy starts to get the block. Circumflex Accent moving in along with British Grit, but best ship all the time getting that GAT Flamer fire all over Darwin's Eulogy. They did not have a good chem spray rotation going. All the engines are on fire. The main weapon is on fire. It looks like it overheated there for just a minute. Armor going down on the Darwin's Eulogy. A lot of trouble right now for the blue team.
Still, though, best ship, blocking the point. Question is, can they bring down the Darwin's Eulogy fast enough? Lutetia and British Grit coming around from behind. They're going to have to destroy the Darwin's Eulogy next couple of seconds if they want a chance at stealing away this point. But I don't think that the blue team is going to give them the opportunity. Darwin's Eulogy doing a good job of staying alive right now, but it's dropping. If it taps at this point, it's going to go down. They need to bring the armor back up. There it is, using Drogue Shoot to buy themselves a little bit of time, and blue team is on the point. Looks like no one's going to be getting it quite this time around unless one of the blue or all the blue ships pop off the point for just a moment.
Lutetia is sitting right under it along with British Grit. I don't think they're going to move anytime soon. We have some bumping issues, though, between the blue ships. Armor went down on them, I do believe, because of that, as well as the focused fire. Darwin's Eulogy and Lutetia both not looking very good in the situation, but Circumflex Accent also in a very bad way. They do bring the armor back up. This is a major brawl fest going on. Ninja Fish could be the first one to go down. Lutetia and British Grit, though, in a very bad way. British Grit nearly gone. There they go. Armor just was down for far too long. Ninja Fish, pressure on them as well. Hull going down, but armor comes back up very quickly. Ninja Fish trying to tank, but it just doesn't happen. They go down. Red team did cap the point, though, and they're going to get about 60 more points worth of time for their side of things.
Yep, there they go. Just a little. It's not too much. But it does matter. Like every little bit on these capture the point maps matters. I'd say like usually sticking around on a point to deny 20 points isn't worth it. But certainly capturing a point and getting, 30, 40 points is worth it. But it looks like red team is just going to abandon it. They're going to go for A.
I think that's completely reasonable too. They have 2 ships B lining for A or A lining for B, or how do you want to play this?
No.
That's a joke.
I was cool with the way it was before.
Joke. They're going to have at least 2 ships sitting on that point before a blue ship gets to it. Even if it's just by a few seconds, it does mean a lot. Circumflex Accent swinging to target the Lutetia. The Gatling is in range. The Lumberjack is going to be in arming time here very shortly. There's the arming time range hit. Lutetia, though, is going to go down.
Yep. Darwin's Eulogy coming around behind the best ship all the time. Gonna get rammed from behind. Actually doesn't do a whole lot, but Darwin's Eulogy does manage to get the block. Question is, can they pop the balloon of this Pyramidion and get him off the point? I don't think so, because the Circumflex is coming around from behind that Lumberjack, landing just the way it needs to. Gonna send the Darwin's Eulogy tumbling on down as the Ninja Fish follows it to finish it off, it looks like. Lutetia coming around from the side. Circumflex Accent. Gonna be the target. And I think it's gonna have to back a good ways out of here. While Ninja Fish and Darwin's Eulogy duke it out. British Grit still a long ways away from the fight.
The Darwin's Eulogy is trying to pressure the red team as best they can. A little bit of targets laid down by the best ship all the time. Darwin's Eulogy in a very bad way, getting forced just a little bit backwards. Ninja Fish getting some pressure on them, but the Lutetia is just unable to respond and assist their allies. Red team has kept the focus on the blue ships instead of the other way around. Goomba Stomp from the best ship all the time, finishing them off. Kill goes to best ship all the time. They got the kill. Goomba Stomp, great job there. Look at that on replay. That is gorgeous. Amazing Goomba Stomp there.
In the meantime, British Grit has actually managed to join the fight, but I think it's too late. Darwin's Eulogy eating a lot of damage. Circumflex Accent getting him pretty close, oddly enough, just using those side guns to help finish off the Darwin's Eulogy. And now the British Grit going to be the target. 90 seconds left on the point, so still a fair bit possible. Ninja Fish trying to get the sandwich into the ground, and it gets it. Not too darn bad. And now
That
only
was
red ships
brutal.
left. Red ships left on the point. Can they rise up fast enough to cap it before the Lutetia gets in here?
I think they have it. I think they'll be able to do this just fine. None of them are rising up, though, for some reason. They have the opportunity. Ninja Fish is just up. Okay, no, they are sitting on the point. They'll get about 50 or so seconds of cap time. Not terrible, but not great either.
Yeah, they'll get it. Like that's not bad. That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it's only a 550 points to victory.
That's true. That's true. And this will put them at, I'd say almost at halfway to getting that win.
Yeah. That's, yep, very close. Actually, I think it's going to be just about halfway.
Yeah, 275, I think, is the halfway.
So right now, we have, what do we got? The best ship all the time, moving hastily toward the point. What was it? Circumflex Accent? Yeah, the Circumflex Accent went down, but that means it's able to spawn in even closer to the point. So that's going to be 2 red ships moving on it very quickly. However, back a little ways, you see here, who's doing what? I can't see anything. Ninja Fish. The Ninja Fish is tying up the Lutetia and the British Grit. It's going to be a 2v1 on point.
Pretty well, too. I mean, the Lutetia just cannot get any solid motion or momentum going with the Ninja Fish sitting right behind it, continuously popping its balloon and causing all sorts of engine damage. Not only does the Heavy Carronade do great balloon damage, but you can break the engine column pretty easily with it. Its spread is just enough at that short range that you can hit a couple different engine components at the same time. And you can start fires just like the Ninja Fish just did. You can break the balloon repeatedly, especially on a Pyramidion. It's so easy to do. The Ninja Fish really it's having a field day with the Lutetia right now.
Yeah, it's not doing too darn bad. And this has allowed Red Team to pick up the 3rd point. Or
almost
4th
instantly.
point, I should say.
They get it
pretty quick. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of points if the Ninja Fish can just manage to tie up these 2 ships for long enough. Yeah, I think the red team right now, they're not feeling any particular pressure. They're looking at, nice Goomba Stomp. Are they going to be able to get the kill, though? It's going to be close. Darwin's Eulogy backing up, but they get crunched. Best ship all the time actually hits a rock as well, but not going to save the Darwin's Eulogy, I don't think. There it goes.
British Grit has decided to ignore the Ninja Fish entirely. It feels like the Lutetia has a grip on the situation and has moved in on the Circumflex Accent and the best ship all the time. But Circumflex Accent and best ship all the time aren't even fighting on the point. The better situation, I think, would if the British Grit had actually moved to the A point. But now Circumflex Accent is just barely sitting on it. So I think they've kind of gotten their act together, and red teams realize, well, we can fight over here all we want, but we still have to make sure the point is ours.
Yep. And right now, Circumflex Accent hanging out on the point. This is how you know that you're doing well. Ooh, Ninja Fish goes down. I don't think that's too terribly bad.
No.
You know you're doing well when you're hanging out on the when your sniping ship is hanging out on the point and has a nice bit of distance between itself and the enemy.
And considering go ahead.
No, the bloom popping going to do a really good job. And this is really all the red team needs. They just need to buy time, push people off the point, and Lumberjack's pretty good for that.
Yeah, and considering how long the Ninja Fish tied up the Lutetia and the British Grit, it didn't even matter that it went down. It wasted their time. Time is the biggest resource on the ship. Lutetia goes down there to the best ship all the time, just gets obliterated. I believe a little help from the Ninja Fish did come in, not too terribly much though. It's just the time that the Ninja Fish was able to waste with those blue ships was a major factor in them taking that point for as long as they did.
Yep, and now it looks like the red team lined up to take C. I mean, they're already heading over to it. We have the Darwin's Eulogy, I think. Yeah, they're burning over to the Circumflex Accent. They're going to try and block it, but
blue team looks to be getting there just about the same time as the red team is. Red team has 2 ships about to get on the point. Red team, 2 ships about to get on the point. That third ship, though, the British Grit is just so far off and moving so slow. Best ship all the time. Third ship for the red team is going to be on that point as well. It depends if the blue team can kill off those red ships before backup gets in there. British Grit just cannot assist its allies right now.
Yeah, the British Grit, I think, has been kind of like, no offense to you guys, but I think they've kind of been the weak link. They haven't really been a part of any of these fights. They get there and they just go down immediately.
We haven't seen a lot of very active gun use. Again, a Junker, it can be a really great active fighter ship. Oh my God! Best ship all the time, getting an insta-gib.
I'm going to see a replay of that one.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. Holy crap. Best ship all the time coming in there. Flamer going out. Darwin's Eulogy exploding into tiny giblets. Giblets?
Giblets.
Giblets? I don't know. I think it's a GIF. So that's just me.
Yeah,
we're not going to go with that. Anywho, the Junker, as I was saying, the Junker can be a great active fighter. We've seen that with how the Ducks and specifically the Mandarins have piloted them. But they're also very exceptional weapons platforms. And I think that's what Jake Sparrow was going for with his build. Unfortunately, we haven't seen a lot of really great use of it as a weapons platform in this. It's just been too passive. We need to see more active use from that Junker. Yep, there's the flip. Thank you, Oracle. 100 points, 100 more points going to the red team.
And it's going to set them at about 4 points away from victory.
Yep.
That's crazy. They're going to be so close. They just need to just barely get any time on that last point, and they'll have it. They can leapfrog this all day if they wanted to. If they really wanted to. They'll probably just fight it though. I mean, they have a good setup to do that. Plus, I don't know, I'd say like they just need to disable the British Grit. Point D, all the way across the map. I feel like the red team just needs to hang out on this point for a little bit, disable these ships. They don't really need to get any kills. Just like try and put them down on the ground and then run, because they don't need to hold the point for very long.
Absolutely. Just looking over exactly where the blue team could have done better. I like what the Lutetia was trying to do there. I think it was distracted way too easily, considering it is a Metamidian. It should be just charging enemy ships, focusing them down as fast as possible, not really letting ships distract them, not letting themselves be distracted by other things that are going on. I think that happened just a little too much. Also, I think the weapon loadout, we were talking a little bit about the British Grit and how they're not doing a ton right now. I think part of that is their weapon choice. They're going double Gat, double Banshee, and then the front Mercury. I don't like it.
It's not a great build, but the bigger issue has been that the British Grit just hasn't been in fights. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your loadout is if you're not actually, like, there and present.
So you really think it's more of the activity level of
Yeah.
the British grit, not just the
100%.
weapon choice.
100%. Like, I really think that's all it is. Circumflex accent, on the point already. No one's close enough at all to contest. That's going to be it. Red team picks up a very convincing victory. And I really think, like, blue played okay, except the, what was it, British grit just, like, wasn't there ever.
Whew. Tough fight for the blue team. They are going to go down on this one. Great fight from them, but they were not able to put things together on this one. Red team gets the win in a clean sweep, 550 to zip.
Pretty convincing.
Pretty convincing.
Not too darn bad.
With that being said, that's going to go ahead and be our last game for this Friday, July the 4th, America Day 2014. America. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the America we've had available to you.
America is always available to you.
America.
Okay.
Freedom.
Thank you very much, everyone.
It's
That's going to be
been
it for
a
the
fun
Iron
day.
Fork.
It's been a fun day. Now, you said the Metamidian's back next week.
Yeah, Metamidian is coming back next week after the Iron Fork.
Any idea who you're going to have as a guest?
Imagine. Imagine's going to
Okay,
be
it's
there.
going to be Imagine. This week for our pilot interview, or not a pilot interview, but our team lead interview during the Hephaestus Challenge, I sat down with Tropo for about 15 minutes, leader of Sacrilege, and we talked about where Sacrilege came from, how they organize themselves, people's thoughts on how Tropo runs it, and where the direction they're heading in.
Mm.
That was a lot of fun, and we got some really good insight on how Sacrilege functions
Nice.
from that interview. So look forward to that tomorrow after our first game here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show. Of course, you can find the dual stream page at robanddan.tv/live tomorrow, as well as anytime we're on air. You can use that page to find out what's going on. You don't need to look us up on Twitch at all. That goes not just to our videos of whoever's streaming with us right now, but the chat rooms as well as the audio of everything that's happening. So by going to robanddan.tv/live tomorrow for the Hephaestus Challenge, you'll have both streams available. You'll have both chat rooms available, and you can actively turn the audio on and off between the streams, depending upon which stream has a game going on at the time. So there you go. That being said,
Rob
any
and Dan
closing
all the time.
thoughts? Any closing thoughts from you, Oracle?
I honestly don't have much. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy America Day, folks.
That's America Day.
America.
Also, I'll see you in spandex.
That's been your Iron Fork of Friday. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We will see you tomorrow for the Hephaestus Challenge right here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show.